How you guys doing?
How you doing?
Kevin Bauman, whenever you guys are ready. Kevin, what does it feel like just to be healthy and just ready to go?
Feels incredible, and I'm just incredibly blessed and thankful to be in this position. It definitely wasn't easy. It took a lot of hard work to get back to where I am today, and just a lot of improvement throughout the spring, throughout the summer, and especially through camp. So, I truly am just thankful for every opportunity I get to step out on the field, and I've never felt more confident in myself and just ready to play. I'm excited, and I can't wait.
And then what did you just kind of learn about yourself going through the last year, just watching the game and maybe even learning about the game?
Yeah, so when I was hurt, I definitely took that opportunity to learn more about just the game of football and make sure that I was still finding a way to improve, even though I couldn't necessarily physically be on the field. Whether that was getting in the playbook, making sure I know every detail of every play, or especially kind of that next level stuff of just recognizing coverages and fronts and adding that to my game, something that I didn't necessarily have in the past. So I like to say I took a big step mentally, intellectually in that period, and then obviously with rehab and all that physically, it all came along and kind of came together, and that's kind of where I am today.
Kevin, two questions. One, you've been around a lot of college football coaches. What does Coach Parker bring to this program?
He brings a ton. Number one, energy. He's always got his energy, but just his style of coaching has really impacted me, and I know our room in general and the offense. Just his method of kind of direct coaching, which I know Coach Freeman is big on, and just his attention to the little details of things. Whether you have what you like to think a perfect rep or maybe not so good of a rep, he's always going to coach you up on those details, and that's something that I've never really had in my past that has, allowed me to kind of take those next steps and kind of bring me to where I am now. Things I wasn't, necessarily thinking of in the past that now are crucial parts of my game, and I sit here and think, wow, how was I not doing that before when it's such, a simple fundamental or things like that. So just his attention to detail, his care factor, I know all of us in the tight end room are very close with him, and he cares about us and we care about him, and he inspires us to play and stuff like that. So he's brought a lot, both football-wise and off the field, to us.
You're in an environment that exudes leadership. What have you learned about leadership, and how does that help you develop as a player and as a leader and as a student athlete?
Yeah, so I think most importantly, I've learned that leadership comes in many different forms. Maybe some people think it's just that kind of vocal, leader when you think of it at first, but throughout this team, everybody on this team is a leader, and everyone has their own style of leading, whether that's, lead by example, maybe they're loud and boisterous, things like that. But just being able to have the platform that we do here, and, now being, an upperclassman, it's a great opportunity to be able to kind of bring these younger guys along and show them, how we do things, and both on the field and off the field. And I think that has really drawn over to, the academic side as well, where I can not only lead on the football field, but also by showing them, how we act in the classroom, how we act in the community. So it's really just kind of a well-rounded leadership that we have here.
How is that leadership going hand in hand? You and Mayor, how y'all kind of tag team that, and then along with that, what has his leadership been able to do for you guys on and off the field?
Yeah, obviously when you have a player like Mike, and obviously he's just kind of be that natural leader, and he does have that natural leadership ability in him, but just his ability to bring guys along with him, and whether it's by example, by what he says, getting the guys ready to go, but I'd say his biggest way is just going out there, doing what he does, making plays, and then he'll always be the first one to help you or fix a mistake, or tell you don't do X, do that, stuff like that. So just his ability to understand the game and have such a good like knowledge of the position, especially. He's able to kind of help guys in route running and blocking and just with technique stuff, with all that, and then of course off the field as well. You know, whether it be in the community or in school or just whatever, hanging out, he's always, you know, always taking on that leadership role. It's just kind of who he is.
And then, is there any pressure on the tight end group with the lack of depth in the wide receiver group?
You know, I wouldn't say pressure. I think it's just, you know, we have a mindset that we're going to go out there and do what we do, and that's what we're here for. You know, we're ready for whatever's thrown on us. You know, we view pressure as a privilege, so it's, you know, whatever they ask of us to do, whether it's in the run game or the pass game, we've prepared, we're ready for it. So we're excited for everything that we can contribute.
What does Davis bring to the tight end room?
He brings a lot, smarts, but also just he's kind of that hammer. He's done an incredible job of kind of filling in that fullback role, where since I've been here we haven't really had a true, you know, fullback role until this year really. So just his ability to you know, get low and you know, come in on back blocks and stuff like that. He just, you know, can bring the hammer, and he loves doing it too. You know, he's kind of crazy, but we love him for it, and he loves it. He loves his role, and he's going to be a, you know, big part for us this year.
And then what have you just seen from Holden and Eli so far?
Yeah, they've done a great job, both with learning the playbook and stuff, and then just coming out here and executing. You know, it's tough to come just a few weeks after graduating high school, and they're going through Bayless's summer workouts. You know, then they get into fall camp, and that's a lot. But they've done a great job handling it. You know, they come out here, they make plays, they know what they're doing, and just physically, they're both very gifted, both, you know, strength-wise, speed, ball skills, stuff like that. So they've done an incredible job, and they both really have no ceiling here.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate it.